I saw this picture and something caught my eye about this. And I couldn't figure it out. And actually on my way, on the plane, on my way here, it hit me like a bomb. Because this picture explains exactly what this African dream is about. When you see the elephant, elephants are known as a symbol of wisdom and a memory like an elephant, you know, that saying. And then the trees, I always identify trees as new life and new beginnings. So this picture is about a new community, a new continent, a new life. Let me tell you about this. I wanted to play this song by Vicky Sampson, but we're unfortunately not allowed to due to, you know, the streaming part and copyright. But I do want to encourage you to please listen to this song in your own time. But listen to it loudly with your earphones on. And I just want to quote this part, because in my African dream, there's a new tomorrow. My African dream is a dream that we can follow. And though it would seem my hope's an illusion, my African dream is an end to the confusion. That's the chorus. And please listen to this song in your own time. I want to give you a little bit of a background. In 2021, in the midst of the third wave of COVID, I got on the plane to Kenya to present a preparation of teachers course at the African Schools Championships. Now, before that, during COVID, the Education Commission presented a course where people could qualify as lecturers to present the preparation of teachers course. I was part of the first group to do that. I was also the first woman to qualify and the first person from Africa to pass the exam and to qualify as a lecturer. And I just realized that this is something that I really, really want to do. I love teaching. I love chess. What's the question? 1 + 1 is 2, right? But I also realized that this course was developed for online, but also for a certain type of classroom, where we have a whiteboard, interactive, smart whiteboard. In Africa, we are struggling to find white chalk to write on a blackboard. So this was not suitable for Africa. And I approached the Education Commission and also the continental leaders, and they were extremely supportive. And they said, let's do this. I said, let's do this in person. So I got on the plane in the middle of the third wave of COVID, 17 swabs up my nose, so many tests done, passed all of them, just not to spread the virus. We trained 74 people in that course. And that was the beginning. That was the birth of the in-person training of this course. So Africa, we started this. Just remember that. Since then, we trained in 9 countries in person. Those are the countries. Most of them had more than one course. I saw the Namibian president here. We had the course there. I saw Kenya here. We had the course there. Also, well, I'm South Africa, but the others, especially Nigeria, had quite a few, and also a few schools instructors. Now, these are the title qualifiers in Africa. The schools instructor titles, there are 396 already qualified. Lead school instructors can present the course to teachers. It's not a title course then, but they can present it to teachers. And there we have 36 already in Africa. And just for interest's sake, this course was only developed this year, and we already have 36. And then we have senior lead instructors who can present the course as a titled course, and there we have 7 of them already. Chess makes a child smarter. Yes, we've heard this before. But why? And this is important. We have to understand why it makes a child smarter. It is because of the skills that it develops. And this is how we should explain it to stakeholders, to departments of education, to principals, to sponsors, investors. It develops certain skills, and those skills improve academic performance and life skill and all the nice things. But also, the other thing that we need to remember is that chess can also be a remedial tool. Children who struggle to read and write, chess can be used to develop certain skills to improve those shortcomings. And this is why I believe that we can gap this bridge in our education system, because in Africa, the education system is failing us. And I will say this on any stage. Because we have limited resources, and it's not only about, you might think white smartboards. I'm talking about chairs and tables. I'm talking about basic materials, printing, basic things. And because of the lack of these resources and massive classrooms, it's very difficult to get to every child and to include every child. Where chess is this perfect vehicle and this perfect tool to use to develop these skills anyway. The vision? By the year 2030, every child in Africa should be introduced to chess before they reach the age of 9. And that's my stand tonight, today, this morning. Well, someone watching there, it is tonight, so tonight. This is my stand, and I'm standing firm on this. By the year 2030, I believe that every single child in Africa, before the age of 9, can be introduced to chess. I'm not saying they have to play tournaments, competitive or club chess. Just learn the basic moves of chess. Like they need to learn how to swim, or they need to learn how to kick a ball, or to catch a ball, or to run, or to walk. That should be chess as well. The mission? Now this is the thing, how do we get there? The vision is amazing, but how do we get there? So this is a 3-part plan. The first part is to target 4 countries per zone. We have 5 zones in Africa. And then, so we first just target those 4 countries. We develop LSIs, lead school instructors, who can, remember what I said, they can go out and teach the trainers, or train the teachers. You got me. Train the teachers from every zone. And then also, we can present a senior lead instructor course online, because that's a 1-day course. We can present that online for people to become senior lead instructors, and then present the course, the titled course, in their countries as well. I have a 3-phase process in this. The first part is to deliver the course in person in the countries. I've learned that this is the best way to sell it. If you go there, you present the course, you invite the stakeholders, you meet with the stakeholders when you get there, and you convince them. You have to do that. Sending letters ends up on certain desks, or they run out of data and they can't even open their emails. Okay, so you have to go there, you have to sit down, and you have to speak to them. So that's the first part. The second part is to develop senior lead instructors from all the zones. This will be cost effective because the senior lead instructors can then train the teachers in their respective zones. And for travel purposes and time purposes, that's very important. And the last part is I propose that this will be probably the most successful part of this. If we can get the preparation of teachers course as part of the professional development structure for teachers. The courses that teachers need to do, I delivered this in Qatar once to teachers for that purpose, and they absolutely loved it as a professional development course. Because through the course, they don't only learn chess, but they also learn certain teaching skills and classroom management skills that we use for chess that works in a normal classroom as well. So the African Dream 2030. Let all the children play to create a smart continent. I feel like Mama Africa when I say the following. Chess does not have to become a lifestyle of winning, but it has the potential to create better lives. There's my contact details. Anyone who would like to get involved in the project and to also just follow it, please stay in touch or get in touch. And this picture I took, it looks like a simple picture, but this was a marker in time in my life last year. We were in Zimbabwe, and this is little Nikita. And this was in rural Zimbabwe, near the Vic Falls. And they live in homesteads. And we were supposed, I was with Jerry and Nigel Short, and we were supposed to address the high school kids. Jerry and Nigel lost me at the gate when I met little Nikita. They had to go and talk to the kids and the teachers. I sat with Nikita for an hour, and I played with Nikita. And this little girl is so bright. But what she taught me, she made me feel the heartbeat of Africa. And I'm African. I was born in Africa. My parents were born in Africa. My grandparents were born in Africa. But a little girl named Nikita made my heart beat for Africa and realized that chess can make a difference for our children in Africa. And I will end off with the quote that our chairperson gave us when we started the process, and Leontia mentioned it, but I'm going to finish off with it as well. When you reach a child, you reach a family. When you reach a family, you reach a community. And once you reach the community, you can potentially change a nation. I thank you.